Hi, afternoon, or morning or evening, depending where you're in the world. It's afternoon for me. This is just a relatively quick video. As most of you probably know by this point, ZimaBoard 2 is in Kickstarter at this point in time, released a couple of days ago, doing really well. Myself, a few of the other moderators have been sent engineering samples. This turned up yesterday. Unfortunately, my parents were here, couldn't do anything with it. So, still sealed up, not touched it. It's about 1.2 kilos. So I'm just going to try and do a quick unboxing video, give you an idea of what's in it, what you're getting. Well, I'm assuming what you're getting. It is an engineering sample. Just try and walk you through it. As you probably realised, I am not much of a streamer. I'm using my work webcam. I'm going to try and adjust the webcam to give you a better view, but please bear in mind, I don't do this for a living. I'm sure it's going to be rough around the edges. One thing I will say is we've been told these are engineering samples. It's got the original ZimaBoard 1 power supply, that's 12 volt, 3 amps. This will not support 2 spinning hard disks. Well, it might, but it's not a good idea to. You're probably going to overload the power supply. The production version will ship with a 5 amp one, so it will support 2 spinning disks. This is almost certainly how it's going to be, the final version, but the feedback from people like us, from the other people that are doing it, may affect it slightly. There might be changes to cosmetic things. The fins might be bigger. I know that there's a thought that maybe the cooling's a little bit off, but we shall see. So I'm going to unbox this. I'll move the camera and we'll see what it is. Obviously, can only unbox it once because it's sealed up, so we'll see. First thing to say is it came in a plastic bag, overwrapping this. I think the idea, as it says on the box, is to try and be as eco-friendly as they can. So there's no plastic on it. We've just got this rip tab. So let me adjust the camera and see if I can go through this. Did tell you it was bad. I'm relying on a couple of clips on top of my monitor. So, first thing to know is there is a rip table, a rip stop. Pull it across. Let's see what we got. I'm doing this the wrong way up for the camera, so excuse me if I turn them around. Welcome to Zima Space. So inside, if you've had a Zima Cube, you will probably recognise this kind of layout. The board is going to be a number 1, accessories in 2, and a strap of some sort. I'm going to go through the accessories first. Just move this to one side. Not a YouTuber, I don't have much space. So, one accessories box, it says power adapter, interchangeable plugs. First thing is the Y-shaped SATA cable. This is so you can put 2 hard disks on. I suspect it's exactly the same. Yeah, looks the same as one that we've had for ZimaBoard and ZimaBlade 1. Power supply. Again, this will not be the production power supply. The power supply for the production system will be 5 amps, not 3. But this does look as if it's exactly the same as the one I have for my ZimaBoard. And a mini display port to HDMI adapter. I am not sure if that comes in the basic kit. If you buy it, I think the basic kit didn't have one. This is only in some of the others, so this may just be something that's been sent to us just so that we can help. We can do the testing. Although, to be honest, I do have a couple already that I bought myself. Stick these back in the box. Plug heads. We have US, Europe, and luckily for me, UK. Just like before, they will snap on, away you go. It is a barrel connector. ZimaBlade uses a USB-C, but this is a barrel connector as it was on ZimaBoard 1. Side. So, ZimaBoard. We've got a strap. Guess this is to hold it together. Some comments on the back. The Hack Out New Rules tagline that they're using. A few bits of information about the storage. The dual NICs. What's useful this time is their Intel NICs. Previously they wanted to use Intel, but COVID happened. Intel was hard to get hold of, I'm told, so they ended up going with Realtek. Nothing wrong with Realtek, but it doesn't play nicely with pfSense. And Intel's generally considered a nicer NIC, so it's nice that they've gone to Intel. The 4K display output via the DisplayPort, and the quad-core CPU. It's an N150, if my memory serves me right. Should have checked that beforehand. Up to 1.6. Now, we have seen this before on other people. The inside lid, that away, is a simple NAS stand. So the blade can go in here, a couple of drives there, rip it off. It's never going to set the world alight, but hey, if you just want to get started, that's not a simple NAS stand. Not a simple option. There's a card here. Dear friend, I am Lauren, founder of IceWhale Tech. 4 years ago, 1,880 pioneers joined us on Kickstarter to embark on a journey into home servers. That was ZimaBlade 1. There's a little bit more about ZimaBlade 2. Basically, it's a thank you card, which is quite nice. I suspect everyone will get one of these because that's what we got in ZimaBlade, a little one in there. But I'll leave you to read it when you get it. So, on to what you're looking for. Actually feels really nice. After I've done this video, when I'll take it back downstairs, I'll go and weigh it. I'm not quite sure how heavy it is, but it does feel nice. Let me just put this aside. So there is a simple instruction sheet, just with the real basics about what it is, bit of information, QR code, details of what ports are where, and that's it. No stickers this time. So this is what you're interested in. So let's have a look. Immediately it feels nice. It is aluminium. The idea is the whole thing's going to be a heatsink. We have got fins on top, which is going to be nice. They look a little thinner. Let me just. If you've bought the NAS kit, I got this with my ZimaBlade NAS kit. A couple of SSDs in there, and you see same white cable. There. Unfortunately, it is not going to fit straight off the bat if you have one. So no. If you've got the ZimaBlade NAS kit, this will not fit unless you're willing to cut off one of these. I know that the layout means that even if you could get it in there, you are going to foul the cables. So maybe you're going to have to cut something off there if you want to use it with this NAS stand. I don't think this NAS stand is what comes with the NAS kit. As I said, this came with the ZimaBlade. The ZimaBlade fits in there very nicely. Let me move it out of the way. So yeah, what can I tell you about it? 2 NICs, as we know before. USB-A 3.0 super speed, display connector, and power. Over on the side we've got the PCIe. This is a 3.0, that's an improvement on the 2.0. These are 2.5 gigabit, as we said. Other than that, I'm not sure what else I can tell you. Those screws are... Oh, that's really bad. I'm having to look over my glasses, which is never good. I think they are Allen key screws. I don't know whether I've got one to hand. Yeah, so that's an Allen key, a Torx screw. believe they are Torx 6s, so if you do need to take it apart for any reason, you're going to need a Torx 6. One thing that's noticeably not there compared to ZimaBoard, ZimaBoard did have, oh, sorry, I've realised I'm doing that wrong. It did have a hole here in its casing which allowed for access to a couple of pogo pins. I don't know if they're still on there. I will ask and check whether there are the pogo pins there, but there is not the access that used to be. That was, I think, a power and a reset switch. There was a hole on the bottom. Where's that book gone? There isn't a reference what it is. I suspect it's a CMOS reset, but again, we'll have to find out and check. And that's really it. It does feel really nice in my hands. Engraved with Zima on the bottom. I'm not sure what else I can tell you about it, but as I said, the idea was to just let you guys have an unboxing, a quick idea what it looks like, and see where it goes. I know we're going to try and do some testing. I'm mainly a Windows person. I'm going to try putting bits of Windows on it, or versions of Windows on it, Windows 11 and Server, just to see where it goes. I will add, this is not licensed for Windows. It doesn't come with a Windows license. If you want to put Windows on it, you are going to have to purchase a license from Microsoft. But let's at least do some testing to see what it is. So with that, I hope you've enjoyed this as a quick unboxing video, and I'll see you somewhere on a forum. Thank you.